course, also doing aerobatics in this airplane as well. And it's a fine airplane for doing that. Jerry's been flying this airplane for a long time. As a matter of fact, he's flown various models of the Spitfire. There have been numerous models of this aircraft. Okay, Jamie, let's grab on the deck. And pulling back off the ship. Find that aircraft starts to just roll over very, very gently now. Half a roll off the top. And you hear the engine coughing and spluttering just a little bit. I don't know if that aircraft has an inverted system in it or not for aerobatics. A lot of aircraft that you see performing quite often do cough and sputter a little bit because they don't like to fly upside down for very long because they get starved for fuel. It's kind of a necessity in most flying. Anyway, doing right out there at Show Center, a nice turn right within center stage of the airport. Listen to the sound of that. Jerry flew one of the initial order of 310 production Mark I Spitfires, which had a pump handle undercarriage and illuminated propeller. He was a member of number 19 Squadron, Royal Air Force, the first squadron to fly Spitfires in action during World War II. He also flew the Spitfire Mark I, II, V, and IX on enemy operation. From the 1st of 1942 until the end of 1944, flying in the United Kingdom and also in France. There's a full roll at the airport. Rolling the airplane slowly through 360 degrees. Both Jerry and this beautifully restored Spitfire of Cliff Robertson saw action in World War II as Captain Steve Green lands on the runway in front of us on the CF-5 Freedom Fighter, completing his performance today. Rolls the airplane. And 2, and 3, and 4 as he completes the 4-point hesitation roll. Very well known around the air show circuit in this part of Canada. Jerry was shot down 3 times during the war, and he tell you some pretty hair-raising stories, all right. But flying the various models of this particular aircraft that you're seeing here today, the Spitfire. This is the Supermarine Mark IX Spitfire. Airplane over inverted, and this time just holds it there as he flies down the show line and then rolls it back to upright as he departs the show area. Quite different, and to fly them together makes it a very interesting experience because one is more powerful than the other. Jerry Billings is coming in. I see you folks down there at the far side. Outside the gallery, they're going to get a great look at the Supermarine Spitfire. It's passing down the taxiway now. sure he's got the canopy open there. You give him a little wave. I think he's waving to you.
Dahlbeck has lowered his landing gear and as he approaches the runway will decelerate until he touches down at 150 miles. Exceptional maneuvering capability and superior weapon systems combined, making the F-15 a key addition to our deterrent and warfighting capability.
So an RCMP motorcycle go back here attempting to break the sound barrier. There they are, ladies and gentlemen, the F-4 Phantoms of the Mississippi International. Of St. Louis, Missouri, built these airplanes, an all-weather interceptor and attack aircraft. They produced visitors here to the air show today. NASA astronaut Marcia Ivins and, of course, our well-known Canadian astronaut Mark Garneau. Hope that they'll keep a few of these Phantoms around because it's a great air show airplane. Lots of noise, lots of smoke, and lots of speed. And they're coming in again from the left. The two little specks with the smoke trailing out the back. The F-4 Phantom is going to be recovered back here to the airport, just coming in on their landing approach from our left. To tell you about an interesting pilot, too, who I was reacquainted with today at the air show briefing. I'll tell you all about that in a few minutes. As the Phantom just pop a little drone chute there to slow down. The RF-4 Phantoms from the Mississippi Air National Guard in Meridian, Mississippi. This airplane is stressed for +5 times the force of gravity and -3 as he takes it straight up. Does the hammerhead. Their fellow did all this with the Brazilian air demonstration team with a whole bunch of partners on either side of it. But it's the same aircraft that they use in that team in Brazil. Hopefully they'll be back in this country in the not too distant future because I really enjoyed watching them at air shows. Terrific visibility out of this airplane as well for both the pilot and also student. Taking the airplane straight up now. Watch what's going to happen. He just brings it right back to idle and there it goes back to the sky. What a great tail slide. As he just brought that airplane right back to idle and let it just fall back on the same track that he used to get up there. Watch for the Lumshavak. I'm sure he's going to do it. He will throw that airplane right into control here in a few minutes. A turboprop training aircraft. Rolls the airplane over. Into the inverted, goes up on the outside now, doing the first quarter of a half an outside loop. Complete the half here up at the top, just skimming the sky. Couple of spins on the way down. See the little wing lights twinkling there? A half an inverted loop and a two-turn spin on the way down. Now he's gaining some altitude. Let's see what he's going to do. This usually is the beginning of the Lumshavak maneuver. Dive for the airspeed so he can head right back up there again. Let's see what he's going to do. Rolls the airplane, rolls it. Here it goes. Look at it fall. Totally out of control. Look at that airplane fall through the sky. A Lumshavak in a turboprop training aircraft, EMB Tucano. Another one of the maneuvers that this fellow did as a member of the Brazilian Air Demonstration Team. This airplane now being used by Air Forces around the world as a training airplane. And you can see why, because it's a magnificent aircraft. Spire Aerospace are the people to talk to if you'd like to buy one for your husband's birthday. Get down there and talk to George Miller. He'll tell you he's got a finance deal and a little bit down there. Antonio Braganza going to just roll the airplane over now. Going into the first part of a 360-degree turn, I think, on the outside. He's got the cockpit on the outside of the maneuver here. 360-degree turn. Cockpit on the outside of the maneuver. I think, yes it is. And again, holding his altitude very, very nicely. The airplane is very, very quiet. That's a great aerobatic airplane. Passes here on the big Tucano, the Tucano. Up and over he goes, rolls the airplane over as he gets up there. The landing gear pop out. Antonio will be coming around now for his landing. In 1980. After completing wings training, he was assigned to 433 Squadron in Abbotsford, Quebec. He's been a fighter pilot for the last 6 years. Coming around now from the left. Again, roll to put him into the repositioning for his next pass over the field. And you can see him slowing the airplane down now. He is going to be doing the high alpha pass. This is where he slows the airplane right down, pulls the nose up to about a 25-degree attitude, and just walks the airplane down the shoreline on its tail. He's got that airplane down. Instead of the three-quarter turn that he's been using, but it accomplishes the same thing. It allows him to gain a little bit of altitude there, turn the airplane around, and head back for the airfield. Okay, he's gaining lots of speed now. Everything looks good on the old clock. He'll go into the high G 360-degree. Was designed put into Royal Air Force service, and also the first to carry 8 machine guns, and the first to surpass 300 miles per hour. A total of 14,233 hurricanes were built by 4 companies, including the Canadian Car and Foundry Company at Fort William, now Thunder Bay, Ontario. P-51. This airplane fielded in the 317 Fighter Squadron. African and also Air Force. This P-51D has a top speed of 430 miles per hour and has a service ceiling of 41,000 feet. It has a range of about... There are still quite a few P-51 Mustangs flying today. They've been lovingly restored by a lot of people. Fortunately, we still see quite a few of them around, and most of them in stock condition. They're being restored to stock condition. All of them are very beautifully restored aircraft here today. Coming in from your left, the Hawker Hurricane. You know, there are only about 3 of these type of aircraft. You figure there were 14,233 of them built. Gorgeous sound of the Rolls-Royce engine of a P-51.